A bag of your blood is worth $300 to a nonprofit that paid nothing for it, $1,000 to the hospital that bought it, and in the wrong country at the wrong moment. It's worth whatever a dying person's family can scrape together in the next hour. There exists a hidden economy built entirely on human blood, not in some dystopian science fiction story, right now, today. And the numbers are absolutely staggering. Here's what most people never realize. Blood is technically free to donate, but somewhere between your arm and a hospital patient, that same bag of blood gets transformed into a product worth thousands of dollars. How does that happen? And who exactly is collecting all that money? Let's start with the basics. In the United States alone, blood products generate over $24 billion annually. The Red Cross controls roughly 40% of the American blood supply. But here's the part that makes people genuinely uncomfortable. They're a nonprofit charging hospitals between $130 and $300 per unit of blood they collected for absolutely nothing. Hospitals then mark that up even further before billing patients. But that's just the legal side of this market. The black market for blood tells a completely different story. In countries where medical infrastructure is weak or non-existent, blood shortages create desperate situations. Patients facing emergency surgeries can die simply because compatible blood isn't available. And wherever desperation exists, someone will figure out how to profit from it. In India, professional blood sellers, known as blood brokers, operate in the shadows of major hospitals. They recruit paid donors, falsify donation records, and sell directly to families in crisis. People have reportedly paid thousands of rupees for blood during emergencies when official supplies ran dry. China faced massive scandals throughout the 1990s when rural villagers were encouraged to sell plasma through government-backed collection programs. Contaminated equipment spread HIV across entire communities. Hundreds of thousands of people were infected. The government suppressed the story for years. Now here's where this gets psychologically disturbing. Blood isn't just blood anymore. Plasma, the liquid portion separated from red cells, has become one of the most valuable biological substances on Earth. The global plasma market is projected to exceed $45 billion by 2027, and the United States is so dominant in plasma collection that it's sometimes called the OPEC of plasma. Why does plasma matter so much? Because it's used to manufacture life-saving medications for people with immune disorders, bleeding conditions, and neurological diseases. People who depend on these treatments quite literally cannot survive without a constant supply. This dependency creates extraordinary vulnerability. And wherever vulnerability exists in a market, exploitation follows immediately. There are documented cases of collectors targeting homeless populations, college students buried in debt, and undocumented immigrants who have limited legal protections. People donating plasma twice weekly, the maximum allowed, just to cover basic living expenses. So ask yourself this uncomfortable question. Is it really donation if someone's survival depends on the income? The line between a generous gift and economic coercion gets extremely blurry when poverty is involved. The entire system sits on a moral fault line that most people prefer to ignore because ignoring it is far more comfortable. Blood keeps us alive, but the market built around it reveals something deeply troubling about how we assign value to human life itself. And that conversation is one we desperately need to start having.